Did you grow up in a two-parent household?
Mm-mm.
Your parents split at some point.
It spent my whole life.
Before you were born, perhaps?
Shit, had to be.
Do you know the reason for their split?
Mm-mm.
Were they ever married, technically speaking?
Mm-mm.
Who'd you end up living with since
Both.
they split?
Back and forth.
If there was a pie chart of 100%, what percentage would you say under the roof of your mother versus under the roof of your father as you were growing up? 50-50 or a little bit one way?
70. No. 60-40.
With your mother or father?
Father, 60. Because at the beginning, I stayed with my mom. 3rd grade. No, mine. 5th grade. I moved in with my daddy. Boom. 7th grade. Moved with my mama. 11th grade. Or 10th grade, I moved with my daddy and finished school too. So I was back and forth.
Care to share the names of the schools you attended growing up?
Mm-mm.
And what were the different reasons for the moves? Was that your own choice or you were forced to make those moves in your life?
Both. Some getting put out of school. Some getting put out the house. Yeah, either one.
So when you say 60-40, just for clarification, 60% under the roof of your mother or 60% under the roof of your
I
father?
really can say 50-50 because like, I was back and forth. Grade to grade. Finished 2 grades there. 3 grades there. Then the other 3 grades other 2 grades from here.
Speaking of your education, how far did you get with it?
I stopped going in 10th grade. Then I started back going and went to a private school and graduated.
And that's as far as it got, just high school graduation for you?
Mm-hmm.
Now, growing up the way you did, with split parents, 50% under the roof of your mother, 50% under the roof of your father, what did that teach you? What did you learn from that experience, if anything? Dealing with the split of your parents.
I don't know, man. Shit.
Is there anything?
Meet new people, I guess. I met so many new people doing that. So many new people.
Now, circumstances could be different for everyone, but generally speaking, let's say somebody's watching this interview and they're dealing with the split of their parents. Anything you would say to them?
Shit. Better stay with whichever one you feel like holding it down.
Anything else on this topic of a split?
Mm-mm.
Did you have any siblings?
Mm-hmm.
What'd you have?
Brothers and sisters.
How many of each?
My mama said, got 2 brothers, 1 sister. My daddy said, I got 1 brother and 3 sisters.
And how many same mother and father as just yourself?
Wait, what you said?
How many siblings?
I just separated it for you.
Okay. So you were the only product of your mother and father?
What you mean? No.
You were the only child of your mother and father?
No, I just said my brother. Oh yeah, all right. So my older brother, me and him had the same dad and mom, and the rest of them don't have the same dad and mom.
Got it.
Just might got the same dad and the same mom. You know what I'm saying?
And where do you fit on the ladders on the different sides?
Well,
Like when you're on your mother's side and you have all those siblings, are you the oldest?
nope, I'm the second.
Okay. And then what about father's side?
3rd.
And what was that like growing up as kind of, for lack of a better phrase, in the middle?
Yeah, I ain't really. See, growing up, I used to think it was What the word is? Favoritism. But as I got older, I guess it wasn't no favoritism. I guess, it wasn't.
Was that easy or hard for you to deal with all those different siblings when you would be under the roof of your father, then you would move under the roof of your
I
mother?
know,
then
see, when it was just my father, see, I was the only sibling that stayed with him. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah. Because shit, he used to stay working a lot, so. And I moved in with him once I got older. Was able to watch myself type.
So you were the only child under that roof when it came to living with your father.
And I had a stepbrother. But that's about it.
Now, what did that teach you? What did you learn from that experience of being in the description you painted on the different ladders there with your different siblings?
Mm-hmm. See, I used to get into it with them a lot. But now, I don't really get into it. I just get into it with one of my brothers, but I don't really try to pay that nigga no mind.
Now, circumstances could be different for everyone, but generally speaking, let's say somebody's watching this interview and they're dealing with other siblings aside from themselves.
Shit.
Anything you would say to them?
Yeah, man. But ain't nothing like just having your siblings. Shit. Better stand up and take up for your siblings. Shit, they really all you got.
Anything else on this topic of siblings?
Mm-mm.
When it came to the music side of things, you mentioned previously that you do have a younger cousin that does, I think you said a younger cousin that does music.
Mm-hmm.
Are you two the only members of your family to go the music route?
Nah, his daddy.
Oh, that's right, you did mention his father.
His daddy, my other uncles, they did.
Was it rap as well for all of them?
Mm-hmm.
How far did any of them get with their careers?
See, one of my uncles, he went for finna sign a little deal. And then he went to tripping. He flashed out and went to tripping. I don't know what the fuck he did. He flashed though. They stopped fucking with him.